welcome everybody.
Extra gunshots there, man.
Yeah, no, I had to. Like, finally, we have something to celebrate. Sorry, I have to keep my voice a little bit low. My wife is next door, still working. So big up everybody inside. Make sure that you are smashing the likes up. Arsenal 2, Sevilla 0. Easy work. Saka injury? Question mark. That is the name of this stream. Big up Connor. Big up Dal. Big up everybody in the chat. Connor, how you doing, man? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm really good, actually. I think we kind of needed that tonight. A little boost up from the weekend. And it wasn't the best in terms of going forward, but we controlled the game. And that's what I wanted. We controlled the game. We didn't give Sevilla a day of light a day, sorry. And completely controlled them, took them apart, and they had nothing to do today. They just couldn't handle us, and I'm proud of the team for it. I just hope we can continue this form and bring it on to the weekend, because our injuries are looking peak right now, especially to a lot of our main players, and it could be Saka as well. So fingers crossed, nothing's too bad. But happy with the team tonight, and it was a decent performance. It wasn't the best, but it was decent.
It was just a day at the office, man. And speaking of the office, Dal is coming from us straight from the office parking lot. Big up, Dal. How are you, man? You good?
Good, TJ. Yeah, I'm great, man. 2-0, pretty methodical win. We spread the pitch out, and we did what we got to do. I can't complain.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit about this backstage. Do you think we need to be taking this this little bit more of wide play that we saw this evening into the Premier League a little bit more? You were talking about how we take it through the middle a lot more. We were playing it down the wings a lot more today.
Right. Yeah. The wide play today was fantastic. You know, you look back at Newcastle, West Ham, I think we're a lot more narrow, like I was talking about earlier. There was a lot, again, that Newcastle game's not the best gauge, right? Because it was just a bunch of kids fighting at recess, basically, like I said before. And something happened that we all object to, but whatever. That game's ancient history now. But yeah, the wide play today was fantastic, and I don't know why we don't accommodate that more. Maybe some people are seeing that we're doing wide play more. I'm thinking it's looking more narrow. I think we lose the ball a lot more when it's more narrow. And, maybe just Sevilla just couldn't hang, right? They couldn't really press up very far like Newcastle had last week. And they just don't have much finishers. They're technical and they're strong, but there's no real substance to their squad right now. And we took advantage of that. The more the wide plays used, I think there's a calmness. Like we talked about earlier, it wasn't like one of those games where it's like, oh my God, it's end to end and action packed. It was basically, we moved the ball out wide, controlled the wide areas, and just got some crosses in the box, and the rest was magic. I just think that, and also the defenders really had a light day. Saliba's tackle, one of those tackles, was absolutely class.
Unreal.
But yeah, it just, here we are, like talking a couple weeks ago, comparing Romero to Saliba. Let's give that a rest, or let's just push it off a cliff, because that is never ever reality. So
Romero makes that. If Romero tries to make that tackle, he's going to jail.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, he's going to break the kid's ankle. Romero's absolute dog shit. Let's just get that out of the way. But as of for today, we moved the ball wide. Communication was good. Sevilla showed nothing, and that's what we like. And we got the 3 points, and we go up in the little mini table there to hope, I think, first place in the group. So, hey, 2-0. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it all day. It's hopefully going to get rid of the lost cloud that I talk about a lot, the hangover of losses. I thought the lineup was decent, except for Havertz, who absolutely did nothing today, but we'll get into that later. But anyway, yeah, thought it was a straightforward 2-0 win.
Yeah, I really was like, I think this is the most calm I've been watching an Arsenal game this season. There was really no other than the incisive tackle, or I don't remember who ran it in, if it was in Naziri or somebody else. when Saliba came up and slide tackled to knock the ball away. That was really the only realistic chance that Sevilla had. They had that shot at the end, but other than that, Raya could have been back there with an umbrella drink, sunning.
Yeah, true. And
Like,
cigars
it
and
was
shit.
really ridiculous. Yeah. No, it was so easy. I mean, I'm looking at the stats here. We had 62% of the ball, 11 shots, 3 on target, 7 off target. Like we just absolutely dominated these guys.
Yeah.
Like it was light work. Like it half the reason why I'm not really excited right now is because there was really not too much to talk about. Nothing exciting about it, man. And sometimes those are the games that you want in the group stage of the Champions League. I would say, especially in the group that we have. The one thing that I get worried about, though, is that Saka injury. There is an argument I think to be made that after we went 2 up, like Sevilla weren't doing anything. I'm like, why don't we just sub him off? But instead we subbed off Martinelli. We subbed off Martinelli and put Reece on the left and left Saka out there until he got injured. So I think that's really my only criticism of Arteta tonight. Obviously, if Saka's injured for the weekend, who do we have this weekend? We have
Burnley.
We have Burnley this weekend. Yeah, they're dead. We should be able to beat them without Saka, but still, it's concerning. It's definitely concerning, especially when we have, I believe we have, is it PSV away? No, it's not PSV away. It's Lens at home.
Lens at home. Then PSV
away. Yeah. So we would obviously want him back for the next Champions League game, but if he needs to sit against Burnley, I'm not going to be too fussed by it. Are you worried about it, Connor?
I mean, to be fair, I think today was his best game since he came back from his injury. It's his first goal since the 30th of September. And you think you're talking about Bukayo Saka when you think about that, the 30th of September. So I definitely think this was his best game in a while today. Still on the rocky side, as we saw at the end of the game, he came off injured again. I don't think he's fully 100% yet. I do think we are rushing him because Mikel did not buy a good winger like people like Dow was calling out for, the likes of DRB, Mohamed Kudus, like could have been perfect, but I don't think we're playing a 100% Saka still, unfortunately. But if he's out, he's out, and we know that Reece Nelson. I mean, we don't think he can do the job, but at least he puts in 100% effort whenever he plays on the pitch. You can see it.
Right.
He wants to play. So I wouldn't be that disappointed if he don't play. And it is Burnley. Like, in no disrespect, we should be turning up against them. We should be grabbing 3 points, especially at home. So, listen, fingers crossed Saka isn't. I mean, I wouldn't be obliged to putting Saka on the bench for the weekend. Like, at least have him on the bench, you know? So just give him some rest, you know? I mean, Burnley isn't, well, I say that, we could lose for God's sake, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So, we don't know, do we? But no,
we don't know.
Listen, losing to Burnley, bro.
TJ, we don't need any more injuries at the end of the day. Like, we've got 6 injuries now, and they're affecting us bad in terms of squad depth. So fingers crossed it's nothing too major. It looked like maybe a hamstring, maybe. Hopefully nothing serious though.
Yeah, I have a question. And this might be a really dumb question, but what is wrong with Odegaard? Like he's been out the last 2 games. Does he actually have a physical injury?
Yeah, he had a surgery.
Yeah, I don't know what was wrong.
Surgery somewhere. I don't think.
They didn't say what the surgery was.
I think they might have. Maybe somebody in the chat can remember.
Let us know in the chat because
at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, I would think the only thing that would be injured is his ego right now. But I think
he actually thought he'd be ready back for today, but I think he'll be back for the weekend against Burnley. I reckon.
Yeah. Let us know in the chat. We got 20 inside. Make sure you guys are smashing the likes.
Nice.
Make sure that you are subscribing to TJ Warren TV. We are obviously just reviewing the Arsenal Sevilla game. This is going to be a little bit of a short one because I know Dal has to go, and I know Connor. Well, I know I have to go because I got to I got to go to the gym, baby. But yeah, he moved too fast. Thank you, Drew. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, do we want to just go ahead and we got 25 inside right now. I mean, is there anything else we want to say about the game? I mean, we could just go to ratings. I really want to talk about each individual player because I think there was one thing that we can talk about is individual performances, and there were a couple of big standouts today. So let's just go right into player ratings, and we can kind of let it go from there. Guys, make sure that you put in your player rating. You know how it works. Put in your player ratings. If you disagree with us, put it in the comments. If you agree with us, put it in the comments and call us smart. We know ball. We know ball. Right, Connor?
Of course you do, man. Of course you do.
All right. Absolutely. Big up my guy, Mike Doss. $2. Trossard should be your new number 9. Been saying it. You're right, Mike. I agree with you. He did play really, really well today. There were a couple of finishes that I think he could have had. That a true number 9 would have had, but yeah, it was easy work. Like putting Trossard in there, especially with Nketiah out, I think was an easy choice. I prefer Trossard over Nketiah. I think all three of us do.
All day.
But yeah, I would take him as our new number 9 until Jesus is injured. So, but big up Mike Dawson. Yeah, I did star this. That's my central midfielder right there talking. Absolutely, Mike Dawson. We cooked last night. Staffy TV FC, baby. We cooked. But big up. Thanks for the super chat, my guy. Thank you so much. And obviously, this is a great reminder. If you guys want to get into super chat, I immediately go to your super chats. We answer any questions. But if I see a color on my on the little screen here, it gets highlighted immediately. So yes, let's go to the player rating segment for this week. All right, starting off with David Rea. Sorry.
You could pull that.
Sorry, I fell asleep. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Connor.
He could have pulled out a deck chair tonight and smoked cigars all day. He had none. But to be fair, the one opportunity that they did have tonight, Sevilla, he nearly crumbled. Again, he nearly did crumble.
What?
I thought he had it, dude.
That's blasphemy.
Listen. At the end of the day, he had nothing to do tonight, and you guys
are coming after my guy David Rea.
For me personally, I'd give him a 6 because he just didn't have anything to do.
He didn't know he had nothing to do.
Literally, the stats prove it. He had nothing to do tonight. So
right.
6 for me.
6 for me.
6 too. 6 for me too, TJ. Nothing else to talk about. He did.
Nope.
He did nothing. I was counting how many umbrellas he had in his drinks. He had like 2 in one and 3 in the other. Little cigar, little tequila. Nothing bad.
Cheeky tequila. I still got to watch that.
No, cheeky tequilas. You got to watch that. You have to watch that movie.
Couple
cheeky tequilas.
All right, guys. Let's go. Let's move over to Ben White. He's next on the list there. What do you got, Connor?
Yeah, Ben White. Pretty chill tonight. He was just sort of controlling the game on the right hand side. The one thing that I'm just against, it's not down to Ben White, it's down to Arteta. Ben White isn't an inverted fullback, and I could see him inverting a bit. And I'm like, and we were talking about it earlier, how we're widening out the pitch. It would make so much sense. Do you remember when we used to when we had Tierney and Bellerin? That's what I do prefer having probably Tommy Aston and Ben White now. But when we had Tierney and Bellerin, we were overlapping a lot, and we were sending crosses in. And I said it backstage. I do think Saka needs that support behind him. I think Martinelli's all right, but especially because Saka right now, I don't think he's fully fit. It would be perfect. And I know Ben White does it sometimes, but he doesn't do it a lot. And it's not down to Ben White. I generally think it's down to Mikel Arteta's tactics, unfortunately. But it would be so good if we had Ben White just overlapping Saka behind him, and then adding that extra attacking prowess and just having it, send it into the box. I just think it would work so much. And it would give Saka another option as well, instead of him just passing it straight back into the defense, probably to Ben White. So, but no, Ben White, he had a good night, didn't he? So for me personally, I give him a 7. Did a bit of attacking, standard night, really. Nothing.
Yeah, we'll move it to Dal. Dal, what do you think?
I can't argue with our man Connor. 7. I thought he was great today. The only thing I get a little nervous at, I don't know if I've talked about this before, the overlaps. We've got, we need them. I agree, but I just think that we need that structure to make sure that the overlaps are successful, right? We don't want to do overlaps and get called out on stuff, and we're not going to get called out by Sevilla. But when I just think we haven't perfected the overlaps yet. And to Connor's point is because we don't do it enough. You know what I mean? The more you do it, the more you do anything, the more you practice it, the better you get at anything, right? So with that said, I still agree that Ben White got a 7 because he was played solid today. But I agree with Connor too. The overlaps need to happen. Saka needs to know that there's support there when he's got his back, to that quadrant of the final third. Again, he was making moves today in the box, which we wanted to see game in and game out. It has been my complaint. He's doing trickery and a bunch of stuff outside of the 18-yard box, and then there's nothing for him left over when he's in the 18-yard box, right? But to take bad shots. But, Sevilla, a different kettle of fish that we fried today. Ben White was solid. I give him a 7.
Yeah, Ben White solid. Didn't really put a foot wrong. Didn't really have an opportunity to get a foot wrong. Sevilla are dead food. 7 for Ben White.
Sweet.
Let's go to Saliba. Rolls Royce.
So solid crew, mate. That's what I'm talking about. So solid crew. Oh, they were solid, man. They were good, and he put in a crunching tackle. I can't remember the attack. Maybe it was En-Nesyri. He put in a crunching tackle to win that ball back, and I just thought, bro, the stick that some rival fans give this guy, saying they're comparing him to certain people, he is class. I believe, maybe bar Manchester City, he walks into every single Premier League team right now in their defense. Easily.
I agree. Bar them, Connor. I think he walks right in. I think if Pep looks at Akanji and Saliba, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I mean, well, you got the I think about it. They got it's weird how Pep does it. He does John Stones at CDM, but I like John Stones,
very strange.
It's weird. But my point is, he pretty much walks into every Premier League size defense, and he's just fantastic, man. I'm honestly going to give him an 8 because I know he didn't have a lot to do, but I just think he was really good tonight. And he put in a great crunching tackle to win the ball back, and I thought that's my centre back, man. That's my centre back. So an 8 for me. I thought he was great tonight.
What do you got now?
I cannot disagree with Connor again. An 8. He's right. He's on the money. I think every player so far, Connor's right. He was fantastic today, and it looks like the back injury is really not bothering him. Now, I was really, really worried, if you guys remember the beginning of the season, that back issue would come back to haunt him early in the season. It really hasn't. In fact, we've seen Gabriel out of the squad. So, yeah, Saliba, a massive 8, if not an 8.5 today. He was absolutely fantastic. This team looks so much more comfortable and solid with him in the lineup. It just does. It's just night and day. Night and day, man. An 8.5 for me.
Yep. Okay. He gets an 8 from me. I mean, that slide tackle obviously sticks out as the defensive play of the match, in my opinion. When there was one, there were only really 2 serious chances that Sevilla had.
Right.
Serious. I mean, that goal, even that shot at the end of the game wasn't that serious. So, I'm gonna give him an 8. He was fantastic. He was fantastic today. Gabriel Magalhaes.
I give him a 7. Not as solid as they were both solid, but Saliba had that little moment where I thought, that probably edges him. But then again, Gabriel didn't have a lot to do tonight. But maybe it's unfair. Maybe I should give him an 8 because people in the chat giving him an 8. I'm torn between 7 and 8. I'm torn between. You guys decide.
7.5. There it is.
Very true.
Yeah.
I'm with Connor too. I'm 7.5. Sorry, TJ. I'm 7.5.
I mean, I would.
Or 8.
I would just say I would give him a 7 just because I don't think I really didn't notice him all that well. And there was one chance in the first half where he kind of bungled that header.
Yeah.
Didn't he? Yeah. So I'm gonna give. So it's my rating. If that knocks him down from a 7.5 to a 7, it's my rating. I don't care. I'm going 7. Very solid though. I mean, come on. Very solid. Like I said, day at the park for us today. Kick about with the boys, as our future striker would say. Takehiro Tomiyasu.
I thought it was a shame we took him off. I don't know why we took him off. I mean, for the 1 half-time sub that guy does, and he takes off a player that didn't really do anything wrong. He was doing quite good twists and turns. I like what he was doing. I mean, he was getting pressured a bit, but I thought he's doing his job, and again, it's just a bit of a shame that we're playing an inverted role. I really want to see Tomiyasu sort of get down that line a bit more. He was a bit, but just a shame that we had to take him off. And just for that reason, he only played 45 minutes. I'm going to have to give him a 6. I wish he stayed on for longer, though. But for me, a 6. Just because he got taken off at half-time, sadly.
Yep. Dal?
5. He was average.
Yeah.
He was average. 5, 5.5. Yeah, a 5. I didn't even know he was out there.
Nah, I would say, I don't know. I don't think anybody was that. Well, no, actually, I say that, but I don't mean it. I don't think anybody but one other person deserves anything less than a 6 today. So I'll give a 6 to Tomiyasu.
We know who that person is.
Yeah, but we'll get. Is he next? No, he's not. He's not
No,
next.
he's
Just to follow
Jorginho.
the striker.
Jorginho.
Let's go to Jorginho. Let's go to Jorginho.
Yeah,
Drew, I'll give. We give whatever number we want on this channel, Drew.
Yeah,
That's right, Drew.
Great number.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. No, actually, I give Tomiyasu a 6.2515.4. Actually. Nah. Anyway, Jorginho. Again, I'm still so against that he has the armband. It just doesn't look right, and I don't. Italian captain at one point, I believe, and all this stuff. Hey, it is what it is. That's beside the point. Didn't have much to do, did he? I mean, let's be honest. They didn't really put up that much threat in the midfield, so he sort of had an off day. Really, I still don't think he's the levels. But is a 5 too harsh, guys? Is it?
Yes.
Is it
I think that's harsh.
Damn.
Yeah.
He got the assist on that
really
goal.
good today.
I thought he was okay.
Sorry, I completely forgot about the ball.
The assist to the assist. Yeah.
Incredible assist.
Incredible pass.
7. I completely forgot about that. My bad.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't count. That's the hocky assist, but it was an assist in my book.
The second assist is the pre-assist. Sorry, the pre-assist.
Yeah,
The pre-assist of the assist for the goal. Okay. Fair enough. I'm gonna. Gosh, Connor, we're like blood brothers today. I'm gonna go with 7 too. I thought he was good today. He slows the game down too much. See, he slows the game down when we need to be fast tempo, but he's the right tempo when we need to play a slowed down game, right? If that makes sense. We played a slowed game today. I mean, yeah, Martinelli had his runs in Saka and so forth, but overall, it was a pretty slow-paced game, I thought. And that suits Jorginho to a T, right? If he has time on the ball and can spread passes out like that, great. But the problem is when he gets under pressure, look at North London Derby. He collapses. But when you play Sevilla, again, you're talking about a team that's full of bricklayers and guys that are 35 plus. So, and ex-Tottenham players, Lamella, who can suck it. But the fact of the matter is that he was fantastic today, and I'm going to give him a 7.
All right, that's fine. Hey, and AFC always. I'll read out the comments if they're good comments. Otherwise, throw me a super chat, my guy.
You saying
it's gonna be okay?
What we meant to take out of that? All right, cool.
It's gonna be okay, my guy. We're all right. I'll read it out. If you ask the question. Ask the question, my guy. No big deal. Let's go.
So we're going for
Jorginho. Jorginho. No. Hold on. I got to say something about Jorginho.
Oh,
he holds on to the ball too long for me.
Yeah,
it makes me nervous. He's too slow with it.
Yeah.
And we are gonna. If he continues to get the starts that he's getting, which he was solid today, I will say that he was solid. Big up Jaime in the chat. I still think that he's going to hold it too long and it's going to end up costing us. I'm going to give him a 7. I agree with you. I'm going to give you guys a 7, but he makes me very nervous back there.
Oh, me too.
Very nervous.
We need Partey back. Well, at least
I was just going to say, guys, I saw something today. Partey may not be back in 2023 at all. So let's not be surprised if we move Thomas Partey on in January. I will not be surprised if that happens. Not that I want it to happen, but I'll be extremely disappointed. But I think age and legs are catching up with him a bit. And I think it's a little bit noticeable by Arteta and the coaching staff. And I think that's why he's not playing, and he's nursing a small injury or maybe a major injury if he's not playing till next year. So I don't know. It doesn't look good right now for Partey. But Jorginho ain't the one either.
No, I'm with you. Actually, and let me interrupt real quick. AJ pointed this out. Happy birthday to our guys, friend of the channel, Minerals FC. Happy birthday, my guy. Happy birthday to the Minerals General.
Legend.
Absolute legend of this community, this guy. Okay. Let's see here. What else we got? Yeah, I'm starting your question, AJ. We'll get it to you. We'll get to all questions after the ratings because Dal has to go very soon. But yeah, happy birthday again, Minerals. Let's go. Fucking Kai Havertz.
I just want to quickly point out actually the guy to saw the winner for Copenhagen today was 17 years old.
Wow.
Crazy.
Anyway, mud.
Kai Havertz. I'm not a statistician. I don't flip and look at everything. I'm not good with my maths or numbers, but I look at FotMob, which is what I use the app, and it shows me pretty much the most impactful stats. And to put it bluntly, Kai Havertz has the second least touches of the ball today.
Yep.
The least out of the midfield again. Jorginho and Declan Rice have more touches than him and more passes into the final third. It just looks like from the stats. I mean, today he was very unlucky to miss that chance on goal where it just went a bit to the left. I thought, that'd have been a great goal to score. He did miss that. He was pressing a bit, and I thought, okay, yeah, at least try him now. But it looks like the team doesn't want to pass to him. That's what it looks like. It really looks like the team don't want to pass, and it's quite sad.
Because they know it's going to circle the drain when they do. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Dude, that's been evident for like weeks now, I think.
Yeah, really not. It's not good. And the only guy that had less touches than him was Trossard, and he was up front, so it kind of makes sense. He was sort of marking the front area. So I feel bad now. I feel bad. We've had so many weeks where we've just torn into this guy, but he's not really helping himself, is he? So
it doesn't help, Connor, when you're on the left side, right? No, when you're on the right side and Saka's got the ball and you literally fucking follow him like a puppy.
Yeah, I think
it made no sense.
Normally I'm very harsh, but I'm really tired, so I'm kind of being nice tonight. I'm going to give him personally between a 4 and a 5. Maybe you guys might give him less because I'm being too kind, but I'm going to give him between a 4 and a 5.
I think you're being. I think you're being.
Nice. I'm going to give him a 4.
4,
yeah.
Fair.
No, and I'm going to give him big up Joanne Smith in the chat. I see you, lady. Hope you're well. AFC always says TJ Havertz running away from the ball every match. Wrong runs, hides behind the opponent and say, yeah, instead of getting solutions. No, that's absolute facts because look, this guy and I called it out because I lost my shit when he had that shot from outside the box. Big up Mama Flossie, I see you as well. When he had that shot from outside the box that barely missed, and I was just like, is this guy gonna ever come good? Like, and Connor calmed me down a little bit, but like, look, the guy, he had a nailed on cross that if he would have just made a run, Martinelli had a perfect cross in that second half where he could have headed it in, and he didn't even try to go for the goal. He hid. The guy hides, and we do not have time for people playing hide and go seek for where's Waldo in this team. We don't have it. He's a German where's Waldo, bro. He is. Only it's easy to find because he looks like freaking Frankenstein out there. It's awful, bro.
He literally was running behind Saka at times instead of cutting inside or going a bit inverted or whatever, like, running off the side and pulling. He literally just was like running behind him like a defender on the other team chasing Saka. It makes no sense, bro. He's absolute crap. He's not getting any better. We've all had the 10 weeks. We all picked 7-10 weeks, right? That we were going to give him. We're way beyond that now. And he is not good, bro. He's not good.
Would you guys start Fabio Vieira? Would you guys start Fabio Vieira over him now? Do you reckon?
Yes.
No. I would start Emerald Smith Rowe.
He's injured
over both
now.
of them.
He's injured now.
I know, bro. I know. He's always injured. It's like I don't know who I would start. I'd start you, Connor.
Cheers,
over
bro.
all three of them. I'm at a loss of what to do with this player. Why does he continually to play? Because we have injuries? I don't understand it. And again, we've rated Vieira on the fact that Havertz is crap. Vieira is crap too. He's not good enough.
Yep.
I'm tired of like having to make excuses for these little punks. But they are. They're technically okay. They slow down the game. They don't score goals. They're not physical. They're just not Premier League players. And the Kai Havertz thing is just done. I don't even want to see him in the shirt anymore. Screw both those guys, bro. They're just not good enough. And it's not like it's Vieira or Havertz's fault. Well, Havertz's fault, but Vieira's trying to do something, but he just gets pushed off the ball like he's a feather. And I'm just done with it, bro. It's like, what am I really looking at, right? I'm just done with both of them, to be honest. So Kai Havertz gets a 4.
Kai Havertz gets a 4. Drew says, "Lay off the Germans. We don't want them." I don't think anybody. I don't think the Germans have any chance to talk. Okay, we're not laying off the Germans until about 2045. Then we'll lay off. You guys know. If you know, you know. Okay, let's see here. Scott Kirk says, "Damn, I just woke up, missed the game." If you watched the game, you would have fell asleep, so it's okay. Easy work for Arsenal. Don't worry about it, Scott. Go back and watch the highlights. Save yourself some trouble.
What are you saying?
Right.
Kai Havertz gets a 4. He's garbage, man. Yeah. He's garbage. He didn't cost us because this team is dead. Like if we would have been playing a team with any sort of attack or any sort of defensive structure whatsoever. I mean, and they were playing a low block against us today. He just couldn't finish. He had 2 nailed on chances to score, and he couldn't do it.
Well, look at him against Newcastle, bro. He's just throwing himself around out there like a doll.
Yeah, you weren't great. You weren't great at all.
I didn't mean that, Drew. I'm just kidding. No, he's garbage. He's garbage. 4. Next, move on. I don't want to talk about this guy anymore. Let's move on to better players like Declan Rice, 100 million.
Yeah, bro. Do you know what?
Million.
It wasn't like he wasn't like effective in terms of going forward tonight, but I just think he was calm, cool, collected in the midfield like he always is. Nothing too drastic.
He made a couple of good forward runs. Like he shows that he can do it.
Yeah, exactly. Unlike some. But for me, I've got to be fair and just. I think Jorginho gets that 7 for obviously the good pass, but I feel like I'm so off it tonight. Will I give him a 6 or a 7? Between a 6 and a 7. I don't think he was any more than that, personally. Okay. I don't think he was any more than that. What are you thinking about?
Yeah, Dal, what do you got?
Yeah, I think he was a 6 today. I think he's had better games, but it was again one of those games where he didn't need to be.
Oh, is that lost connection?
Yeah, I think we lost Dal a little bit.
Oh shoot! Okay,
there you are.
How about now? You got me now?
Yeah, you're back. You're back.
All right, cool. I just had to plug my phone in for a second. So I just think, 6 is fair because he wasn't the Rice that we normally see, but he didn't have to be the Rice that we normally see because George stepped up today.
Oh, we lost Dal again.
Yeah, I think we lost Dal again. Dal, if you hear us, leave and join back, my guy. Leave and join back. Yeah, Carl Rossi says, let's not bring up wars. Yeah, okay. You're right about that. Oops.
What are you saying? What are you saying for Rice, TJ?
For Rice, I'm saying 7. I thought he was good. I thought he had a lot of good forward runs. There wasn't really again, he really wasn't challenged in the midfield. I thought he had a couple of good forward runs. You can tell he wants to get into the box. You can tell he wants to score and he has the capacity to score.
Yeah.
But for the reasons that you said, I mean, I don't think that he was necessarily tearing up trees. Like it's a light 7. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
light 7.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he was shit. Like
no, he was not. He was not shit. Nobody other than Kai Havertz in the team, I would say, was shit today. Honestly, I wouldn't.
Yeah, no,
Yep. All right, let's go. Gabrielle Martinelli. This chat is absolutely cracking me up, guys. Make sure you guys are smashing the likes up while you're here, though. Big up Hugo. I see you there too, bro. Didn't catch the game. Yeah, no, Martinelli. We're getting on Martinelli right now.
He was good.
What do you think? What do you think, Connor?
Yeah, Saka. I think this was his best game since he came back from his injury. Definitely.
Oh, Saka. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, Saka. Yeah, sorry. Dal's phone died. That was a problem.
Okay.
I'll quickly sort this later in a sec. Actually, TJ, you give us yours while I quickly sort out the.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, he's all about the presentation here, guys. He's going to just shuffle it around real quick. Yeah, but Bukayo Saka was my man of the match. I thought he was fantastic today. Showed what he could do. Incredible finish with the left foot. Incredible poise to take down that Jorginho pass and just slot it right to Trossard. Incredible goal. Like those are the kind of goals that we expect out of this Arsenal team. Like obviously they're playing a side in La Liga that is struggling mightily, right? So I'm really not like, we're not bringing out the ticker tape parades for a group stage win against Sevilla, but just to see, I was about to put Bukayo Saka on a freaking milk carton. Like he has been missing for the last couple of games. So I don't think he had scored since Bournemouth, right?
Yeah,
or something like that.
It was the 30th of September. I don't know which game that was, but it was the 30th of September.
Yeah, it's 30th September. Like he hadn't scored in a while, so it was good to see him get on the score sheet, both the assist and the goal. My man of the match. I hope he's okay. The way that he was limping off there for a while. He tried to walk it off. You could tell he didn't want to leave, but hopefully he gets a rest and it's not anything too major. It's that same ankle. So yeah, but Bukayo Saka cooked tonight. My man of the match. I give him a 9.
Yeah, fair. I personally give him like an 8.59, but I agree with you. I'll go up for a 9. I do think he was one of our best players on the pitch tonight. Best game since he came back, 100%, 100%. And like I said, the only thing there were times where I was like, take the shot, but he took the extra pass again, and I'm like,
Yeah.
That goal was great, and I'm happy to see him back on the score sheet. I was definitely needs to work on his set pieces, definitely.
Yes.
He had a couple when they were like,
man, you're convincing me to bring him down to an 8. You're killing me right now.
I would have. Is it really that bad to say? I would have actually probably given Martinelli a bit higher than him tonight.
No, it's your rating. Who cares?
I personally give Saka an 8. I do think he was good, but just a couple tweaks. But he's definitely on his way back. Personally, I give him an 8, TJ. But we'll stick with your 9. I'm happy to do that because he was very good tonight.
All right, perfect. Let's go, Gabriel Martinelli. Obviously, he
my
was
man.
cooking today.
Personally, I know Saka got the goal, but he was my man match. The work rate from this guy tonight was fantastic. He was on it tonight. On it, and he was so angry when he wasn't winning balls and stuff, and like that's what I want to see. He's recently, especially at the Newcastle game, very, very determined. Really wanted to get the ball. Really wanted to make a difference tonight, and you got to respect it. And I thought he was really on it tonight. Just a shame that he couldn't really pick up anything. He was given that right back. Don't know what his name was for Sevilla. That right back is going to need about 2 weeks off now because Martinelli skinned him. Absolutely.
Sanchez. Yeah.
Yeah. He needs to take a day off now. Why does this happen to me? What is this? Did you just see that?
Yeah, that's funny. Do you have a Mac?
Yeah.
I think that's probably what it is.
Oh, great. Fantastic. Anyway, Martinelli was absolutely skinning people left, right. Well, Sanchez in particular, he was pissed by the end of it, Sanchez. And for me, my man of the match, I would personally give him an 8 as well. I'd give him an 8.
I will also give him an 8. He cooked. Yeah, absolute fire down that left side.
So
I think so. No, but here's the thing though. If Saka hadn't scored those goals, I'm giving Saka the 9 because he scored those goals. He did put it away. Or created those goals, I should say. So absolutely. Gabriel Martinelli, absolute class game today. All right, and then last of the starters, we'll go Leo Trossard.
I'm going to give him an 8. As much as he got the goal, and it was a very good last touch, get it in. Didn't create as much as I would have hoped up front, but the goal was great, and you can't write off it as a goal. Got us 1-0 up, and
yes,
I hope he starts against Burnley, and I hope it leads to a couple more goals. Because we really need them, man. We need these goals coming up now, and I hope that Burnley could maybe be another Sheffield United. Could we get a load of goals that day? And for me, I'm going to give him an 8 as well. Maybe because he actually had the least touches out of the whole team tonight. And even though, to be fair, he was up front, so you can understand that, look like Erling Haaland, he had practically no touches for Man City, and yet he scores goals. So, but Trossard for me, 8, great goal. But yeah, just an 8. It's not a bad thing to have an 8. I'm going to give him an 8.
No, it's not. I thought he was incredible, and I agree. I agree with you. I don't think if he had more touches, I think he would have scored. There were a couple of touches where he was a little awkward, but I mean, people are trying to say that Eddie Nketiah needs to start in 9 over Trossard.
It's just ridiculous, man.
All right, I want to know what you're watching. I want to know what you're watching. I want to know what you're drinking. I want to know what you're smoking, and I want
parallel universe, mate. There's a parallel universe out there where Eddie Nketiah is the number 1 striker in the world. Unfortunately, it's not this one. So
yeah, absolutely. Thanks, AJ. 588 subs. Absolutely, we are growing like gangbusters here. I appreciate you calling that out, bro. Make sure that you subscribe if you are new, guys, and big up AJ every single time. Let's go ahead and move on to
bench.
Zinchenko.
Yeah, Zinchenko. I'm gonna give a standard. I'll throw him a 6 because he did great. If he scored that shot, which he was about to smash with his left foot, but it got deflected, unfortunately, that would have been probably one of the goals of the tournament easily. But yeah, he got a booking. You can see who's the better fullback. I think we can definitely say that. You can see who's definitely Tomiyasu. But he came on, he sort of done his thing. So for me, I'd probably just give him a 6 because he was all right. And yeah, 6 is standard in my opinion. I'll give him a 6 personally.
Yeah, I'll give him a.
I'll
give him a 5. I was
you
going to
know.
give him a 5.
We'll
I
go
was
for
going to
a
give him a
5.
5.
That 5 spot doesn't empty, to be fair.
Especially because I don't know, he's going in there and he's freaking getting done for time wasting when we're up 2-0 in the 80th minute. Like these yellow. By the way, we need to talk about these yellow cards too because they could end up costing us down the line. We need
I know 100%.
We need to relax a little bit. I mean, Rice got carded up for arguing for dissent. So it's like let's calm down, boys. Let's calm down, boys, a little bit. Yeah. So
and don't you think we lack a bit of that still, TJ, on the pitch?
Yes.
Like
100%.
Like a leader to like really lead us on the pitch. I feel like we're still missing that. Like when I look at these ratings and who was on the pitch tonight, apart from Declan Rice, I don't see a voice. You know, a voice that goes into halftime and really tells you what it's all about. I don't see that, and it's worrying.
No, I agree with you. No, it is worrying. And the fact that we have 3 players running up to the ref and getting in his face about it, like we are going to end up paying for it. And there should only really be one person doing that. It should be the armband. And I don't really see Jorginho going in there and doing that effectively.
No,
our captain needs to be Declan Rice.
I mean, the captain didn't even shake the hand of the other team on Saturday. No. Bar the loss. I know it was a scrappy game. I know we lost, but at least you've been in the game for how many years?
Shameful.
You're 33, 32 years old, 30 or 31, whatever. You've been in the game for long enough. You've won multiple titles and trophies. You know respect. Even if you've been in way worse games than that, you show respect to the opposition team and you shake their hand. So that's not a captain in my eyes, personally.
I mean, I completely agree with you, Connor. And it's one of those things too, where you knew what kind of game Newcastle were going to play. So why are you getting all up in your feelings about it? They bully us every single time we play. Every single time we play Newcastle, it is the most physical game of the season. It's nuts every single time. But anyway, we're not doing a freaking Newcastle match reaction. We don't need to dig up that corpse. All right, let's go. Wait, where? Yeah, Zinchenko gave a 5. Yeah, let's go. Fabio Vieira.
5. Really nothing effective.
Same.
So box standard. So box. I think we're going to say the rest probably the rest of the subs.
Yeah, Reece Nelson, same 5.
5. Yeah, Kiwior, 5.
5.
And then he came on for 2 minutes because I don't get that. He came on for 2 minutes, right? But yet Arteta before he came on was like,
yeah, like telling him all this stuff. You're just
bro,
like, dude,
what are you asking?
Bro, there are 6 minutes left, and we're up by 2.
Do like level 50 algebra or something. Like, what are you like directing? Like, what? Like, literally, bro is literally like, what are you asking this guy to do? Like,
just Drew Gunner's even like, Drew Gunner, you didn't even know Nelson came on.
Do you know what, TJ? I'm going to say something really bold here, and it's going to be really, really bold. Would you play El Neni over Jorginho?
No, not. I thought he was good today. I mean, so how about this? I'll level with you. I don't rate Burnley enough to where I would start El Neni. I would start El Neni against Burnley, but I would not start El Neni. I would not start El Neni in like a Champions League game or a game against like a top 15 opponent.
It just worries me that this guy's going to get so drawn out and he's going to get so tired. Like Jorginho, we'll see. We need you know what? I bang on about a strike.
We'll see him in the FA Cup.
Yeah, but we need a DM, man, in January.
I agree with that.
We need a DM and a striker. I mean, I know we're looking at Douglas Luiz. I know people are talking about Zubimendi from Sociedad, who I haven't even seen play, but I've heard from people he's very good. So we need a DM. Say that we just bought.
Guys,
we've bought.
And I need to bring something up. Okay, this revisionist history about El Neni and this glorification of El Neni. Okay, guys, come on. Let's relax on El Neni. Let's relax.
Turning on TJ.
Yeah, the chat. It's fine. It's fine. So many chats have been turning on me lately that it's par for the course nowadays. But yeah, no, let's not have this revisionist history about El Neni being very good.
He can score long shots.
He's part of the furniture at Arsenal, so that's why I think a lot of people get in their feelings. Not necessarily like guys like Carl Rossi, because Carl Rossi is a freaking real one. But if you're gonna try to convince me that El Neni is any better than Jorginho, like, sorry, I'm not really hearing that argument. I'm not really hearing it. I love you guys to death. I love every single one of my viewers. Oh, well, most of them, but still. No.
Oh, well.
Nah, that's a big nah for me.
So,
yeah, El
Nenny,
Neni 5.
Yeah, 5. Mikel Arteta.
You take this one first, man. You take this one.
I mean, he probably put out the best team he could have put out. I mean, I would have personally put in Zinchenko midfield over Havertz because I think it makes sense. But apart from that, he actually had probably the exact team that I went for in the prediction before the game. So for me, nothing crazy. I mean, we played the same football. It's not, if I'm going to really whittle it down, the football isn't that entertaining. I am still on my phone a lot in the game, which shows I'm not into like. Can I be so honest? But maybe because it was the turn of the game. When I flipped over to Man United when they had 30 minutes at a time, I was more entertained watching that game than I was ours. But then again, I'm going to put it down to Sevilla were crap today. They had nothing to give. So that probably made the game easy for us. But again, I'm going to beat it like a dead horse. I really want to see some overlapping runners in the team. I know it may leave us defensively weak in the back. I can understand that. But people like Saka need support now in this back line, in the front line, sorry. Sevilla were two-man marking him today, like I said on Sunday when we done the review of the Newcastle game. Two-man were on him. He needs that runner behind him to overlap him and then send that cross in. Like we were doing when Bellerin and Tierney were in the team. They kept doing that when Unai Emery was hit. And I believe even when Arteta... I think we were even doing that when Arteta was in the first game. So I just want to see a bit of that, because I'm sick of Saka having the ball. We're in the final third. He can't pass through, and he's going to have to pass straight back to Ben White, and then we're going back again to Saliba, Gabriel, and then we're trying to work our way back again. Let's add a bit more threat and add a bit of that over. If we've got the confidence and we're taking over the game, have that overlapping run, widen the pitch a bit. I just want to see that. But for me personally, I'll give him a 7. Arteta, best team we probably could have put out, and it was a good performance at the end of the day. We dominated the game, so I'll personally give him a 7.
I will give him a 7 too. I just think, and AJ put it in the chat, and I said it earlier. I think that he left Saka on for too long. The rest of the game, he managed it very well. He left Saka on for way too long. After we went up 2-0, we could have put on Reece, we could have put on Vieira on the right, and gone it from there. But I think that, when Saka is getting beat up like he was today, I think it was probably inevitable.
Yeah,
that he would pick up a knock. So hopefully it's not too serious. But yeah, other than that, Arteta, I can't really say too much bad about him. 2-0 win, another clean sheet at the Emirates, and we move on to Burnley this weekend.
We do.
So yeah, we do. All right, guys. Well, I have to go to the gym because I sit in this chair all day, and I'm afraid I'm going to develop a heart failure. So we're going to go ahead and get my fat ass to the gym. Connor, thank you so much for all your work. This layout is sick. Sick. Thank you so much, man. It's like he popped in with this Champions League layout. I'm like, yes, incredible. Yeah, but shout out yourself, Connor. Again, thanks for all your work, brother. And we will see you again tomorrow for Let's Be Real.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will. So we're back tomorrow at, don't even know what time yet. Probably about 8 o'clock UK, something like that.
8 o'clock UK, yeah.
Yeah. So you can find us there tomorrow. You can find me on cmo.editing. I do all this stuff for TJ. If anyone watching on playback or in the chat is interested on their social medias, I do everything on here for TJ. All the graphics on this channel is run by me. So if you want to hit me up for any work, feel free to go on my Instagram, cmo.editing. And big up TJ. Solid win. I think we're going to get first in our group. Fingers crossed, not jinxing it. Good win, and I want this to progress to the weekend now. And I want us to smash Burnley like we did with Sheffield United. We need to get this goal difference up as high as we can, because I think it will play a big factor this season. So big up to everyone in the chat. Thank you very much for tuning in, and looking forward to the show tomorrow and this weekend's games as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be a run. I took the next 2 days off of work because it's Veterans Day here in well, everywhere because it's Remembrance Day, right? So we have I have the day off on Friday, so I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow. I'm gonna be streaming Friday. I'm gonna be streaming all weekend. So.
Have you shouted out your new series yet? Your new EA Sports FC series?
No, I gotta shout out so many things right now. It's gonna be ridiculous. So here we go, guys. Take a deep breath. All right, so everybody watching on playback, first, number one, make sure that you are smashing the likes, make sure you are smashing the subs. The content is just coming thick and fast from this channel, guys. So again, thank you guys for your support. Tomorrow, let's be real, 8 p.m. UK time, 9:30 p.m. tomorrow night, Tottenham away, North London is ours. God help us all. Yeah, God help us all, dude. That show stresses me out, bro. I'm not even lying to you.
So just getting more gray hairs every time he goes.
Dude, no, I seriously have Grace coming in thinking about that. Thinking about having to freaking talk to that bald fraud. Anyway, we move.
Which one?
Yeah, exactly. Take your pick. It's the whole freaking crew over there. Then we got obviously then tomorrow night we got the Man United Arsenal podcast, Gunner podcast with Flawless over on Sarcasm City TV, midnight UK. And then Friday, American Idiot Show. We got Matty Odom coming on the show. The Southern Gooner returns. Dude, I'm looking forward to that. We're dedicating a show to Matt. He's absolutely killing it out there right now with Lee Gunner. So we are going to have Matt on the show Friday evening. And then I believe when do we play Saturday, right?
Yes, we do. 3:00.
Saturday match reaction. You'll see us back here again on Saturday. And then
DJ, there's content every day until Saturday. Is that what you're trying to say?
There's going to be content every day of the week because guess what, Connor? On Sunday, I'm going on LB's channel to review the matches. So if you don't know LB, go over there. LB, Manchester City fan. I don't know any of those guys, but I'm going to go on his show to review the weekend's fixtures. And then on Sunday evening, we are going to kick off the EA. You guys asked for it. The EA Sports, the EAFC Road to Glory, where I take over for Phil Parkinson at Wrexham AFC, baby. We are going from League 2 all the way to the Premier League. So go ahead. I will be taking questions in the chat, screwing around and getting absolutely turned over probably in League 2 by like Rotherham United.
Yeah.
or
Port.
Freaking
Notts
County.
Yeah.
Who was another one that was Accrington Stanley.
Port Vale.
Port Vale.
Yeah, you got loads. It'll be good.
Yep, Port Vale. So yeah, come through for that one, guys. And that is my entire schedule. If you're still awake out there, make sure you smash the like. 2-0 to the Arsenal people, and we are out.